Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. You know what I'm saying? Keep paying attention to this situation as it goes. It's highly important that we do so. You know what I'm saying? Because we see the slips, the cracks, the games, and that they play. Same thing how they demonized Trump with Russian collusion and all types of shit. That's how it started off. Like you said, Obama knew about it. Creepy ass Biden knew about it, and Hillary Clinton sold it. Hillary Clinton sold it, and then no, Hillary Clinton chumped it up altogether and sold it, and the media sold it, as he said, and that is true. That is what they did. And this is why they've been scandalizing Trump ever since, talking about Russian collusion. And then when that didn't work, all types of other collusions going on, and boom, and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And boom, and the whole nine. You know? We see that. We see that. And people need to start.
Biden's former business partner, Devon Archer, spilled the beans on President Joe Biden's detailed involvement in his son's businesses. Donald Trump announces he will skip the first GOP debate, but will be watching and taking notes for who might be a good vice president. Plus, China has secret biolabs buried within the United States, and I'll tell you about one of them later today. Thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps me out, so thank you so much. I'd also like to thank our new video sponsor, Cardio Miracle, and I'll tell you about this life-changing product later in this video. President Joe Biden has claimed that there has been a gigantic manufacturing boom under his leadership. In a recent Twitter post, Biden highlighted how over 100,000 manufacturing jobs were created as a result of new factories being erected. While this is true, he failed to clarify that the new boom isn't happening because of natural free market demand, but from taxpayer investment through Biden's Inflation Reduction Act. In fact, the data that we currently have from the Purchasing Manager Index, PMI, indicates that manufacturing is sadly downsizing. A PMI score above 50 is good, but Biden started his presidency at 64 and it's dropped down to 46.
Wow.
In essence, Biden has been cherry picking the data in order to make himself look good, but the reality is manufacturing is shrinking in the United States. This is not a good thing. Now, President Biden tried to blame former President Donald Trump for these decreases. In fact, the rating on how safe and effective U.S. Treasury bills and bonds are was recently downgraded. Biden again tried to blame Donald Trump, even though the economy had recovered before Trump left office. Biden is trying to coin the phrase, the Trump slump, to try to blame the slowing U.S. economy on his political enemy as we head into the 2024 election. Now, while the economy is performing poorly, President Biden is enjoying a nice 10-day vacation. He spent more than half of his presidency on vacation. However, congressional Republicans are hard at work mounting a case to finally impeach Joe Biden. Just today, Hunter Biden's business partner, Devon Archer, testified to the House Oversight Committee. The New York Post has reported that an inside source stated that Archer claimed Burisma executives put intense pressure on Hunter Biden to get government help to oust a prosecutor general in Ukraine that was digging around in Burisma's defunct business. Now, furthermore, while at the meeting, Archer said that Hunter put Joe Biden on speakerphone at least 20 times in order to promote the Biden brand. Now, Devon Archer sat down last night with Tucker Carlson in an interview that the Biden brand was hot while Joe Biden was vice president and that he was regularly called in to close deals. Now, I'm guessing he wanted to close deals because as the big guy, he got 10% of whatever he closed. Archer said reaching out to Hunter's VP dad was the pinnacle of power in DC. So they
Wow.
knew for a fact reaching out to the vice president while doing business meetings would get them more money and more deals. Former President Donald Trump seemed to hint that he will not attend the first Republican primary debate. He stated, "Let them debate so I can see who I might consider for vice president," which shows he is open to the idea of running with some of the challengers that are running right now. Trump defended his decision not to debate, stating, "When you're leading by seemingly insurmountable numbers and you have hostile networks with angry Trump and MAGA hating anchors asking the questions, why subject yourself to being libeled and abused?" So basically, CNN hates Donald Trump, ABC hates Donald Trump, MSNBC,
Wow.
NBC News, they all hate him. So he's saying, why would I take questions
Deep state,
from
deep
these
state.
buffoons that are going to try to humiliate me when I'm already doing so well in the polls? A secret Chinese biolab has been accidentally found in the state of California after a local code enforcement official noticed a hose sticking straight out through a wall. Once
Wow.
inside, it was discovered that roughly 900 genetically engineered mice were found living in inhumane conditions. These
Wow.
mice were engineered to catch and carry COVID, according to Zero Hedge. Isn't that terrifying? Giving these mice COVID and then releasing them all over the United States. While this is
Ooh.
one detail that is disturbing on its own, other biological samples, such as blood and tissue, were found which contained HIV, COVID, hepatitis, and herpes. This is an unusual situation, says
Wow.
Nicole Zeeby, the city manager. I've never seen anything like it in my 25 years. So they were basically giving these rats HIV, COVID, hepatitis, and herpes, and then planning to release them into the United States of America. I want to
Wow.
give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Cardio Miracle. I can't express how much I love this product and the amazing benefits it's brought.
Wow. Lord,
That's where
Lord.
Cardio Miracle comes in. It's packed with real fruits and vegetables,
Wow.
giving your body the
Listen.
nutrients it craves.
Wow.
But the best part,
Wow. This is a damn.
asserted that it is absolutely fair for Ukraine to be able to attack Russia. Zelensky stated, "Gradually, the war is returning to the territory of Russia." At checkout to get 10% off.
Oh,
I've
yeah, I wanted to
experienced
bring it
more
back.
energy,
I wanted
a
to-
lower resting heart.
I wanted to bring it back to that because, you know what I'm saying, I want you to get this particular one from the top. You know what I'm saying?
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has confirmed that Ukraine was responsible for the drone strike on Moscow that damaged an office building over the weekend. In his defense, Zelensky confidently asserted that it is absolutely fair for Ukraine to be able to attack Russia. Zelensky stated, "Gradually, the war is returning to the territory of Russia, to its symbolic center and military bases, and this is an inevitable, natural, and absolutely fair process." Now, I've said how unfair it is that Russia could attack Ukraine, but Ukraine, out of fear of nuclear weapons being used, has been unable to attack Russia. Now, I'm not saying that Russia isn't going to use tactile nuclear weapons, but they're getting braver and braver, and they're now trying to take the war to Russia, but Russia may retaliate hard. Either way, I'll keep you in the loop on this crazy, crazy war. Now, during a meeting with African officials, Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed he would be open to accepting a ceasefire agreement, but not until Ukraine stops its counteroffensive. He stated the Ukrainian army is on the offensive. They are attacking. They are implementing a large-scale strategic offensive operation. We cannot cease fire when we are under attack. So basically,
That's right.
this is like gang warfare, right? Where they say, "Hey, man, I'm going to kill you before you can get to me. And they're now saying, hey, listen, as soon as you stop attacking us, we're willing to sit down and negotiate for peace. But my guess is they're going to say, well, we're not going to sit down and negotiate for peace until you stop firing at us. And so on and on and on goes the.
Wow. Uh, 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 uh. But see, I'm gonna leave it here with homeboy on this one because what we're looking at when it comes to that war is still the same thing. It was trumped up by the Biden, creepy Joe Obama, Hillary, and all of them planning this all the way up to now. Because their ass is on the line and they have been exposed and exposed, so they figured to themselves, if we gonna get exposed, then we gonna just have the whole world be blown up, and that was their like they say on the way out, their last big revenge move for being caught and exposed by Donald J. Trump and all the world as to the garbage and the deep state garbage they've been doing. So they're gonna figure to themselves they're gonna chump up Zelensky to attack Russia. You know what I'm saying, and push Russia into a corner that Russia is going to one day retaliate real hard. He don't understand that they could go back and forth all they want, but that ain't saying much when it comes to the rest of the world and the people of the world in the garbage that you have, the creep Joe Biden administration and the demon Democrats talking about some fucking democracy, spreading democracy and garbage across the planet. You know what I'm saying? It goes to only us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else have their different thing. You can't go into the country invading and pushing your policy because they're not coming over and pushing theirs on us, is they? So why are you going across trumping up Zelensky to believe that he has the right to attack Russia, you know what I'm saying, and use the NATO nations and Biden and the people doing and using our American resources to do all this garbage he's doing? They need to cut it off, and that'll stop Zelensky in his path. But is they going to do that? No, because this is their holy Luciferian apocalyptic plan. If they catch us, then we're going to get you. Same thing they did in Germany just before the war. So this is Point Blank saying, stay right, stay tight, and we're going to stay in the fight until we get it right. And that's how it's going to be. So I would say, farewell. One, we will meet again.